Audrey Griffin was 2 weeks away from starting her dream career in the Navy. She'll never get the chance. The teenager killed by a stranger as she walked home at night. Her mum, Kathleen, losing her only child, and now any chance for justice.
The system needs to change. How many women have died?
I was testing out their good goggles.
I should never have had to be in this situation to do this either. How many more parents are sitting here going through this?
Kathleen Kirby now knows a grief too many parents do.
How does a mother have that done to it? You know, how does a mother lose a child that way?
Her only child, daughter Audrey, killed by a known violent offender walking home at night.
I was more worried about her going in the Navy.
Than walking home in her hometown.
Oh, absolutely.
At just 19 years old, Audrey was already living life to the fullest. Skydiving, horse riding, she'd just completed a half Ironman triathlon in New Zealand. Her mum right by her side, cheering her on.
Woohoo! Go, Audrey!
So that was her goal, to do the full Ironman next year.
She was a fit girl, wasn't she?
Oh yeah, spent 5 o'clock every morning at the gym.
Training for her next challenge to join the Navy.
That was her dream. She was just so excited, and the whole night she was out, she was running around inviting because we were having a party for her, a send-off party.
It was Saturday, March 22. Audrey had travelled to the central coast of New South Wales to visit friends before she left to join the Defence Forces.
There was a few of them that were all going to the Gosford pub, so she decided to go there.
Audrey was staying with her friend Lacey. This was them that night. Lacey headed home early, leaving Audrey with her friends. Around 2 a.m, Audrey tried to get an Uber or a taxi, but with none available, she started to walk. She never made it home.
I'd woken up and I looked at the phone and I saw the location, and straight away I was alarmed.
When Kathleen couldn't make contact with Audrey, she called her friends. They rushed to the location along the creek where they found her phone, her bag, her hair clip, and then Audrey face down in the creek.
It's not right for a young girl to have to find her best friend in the water.
After an autopsy, police ruled the death non-suspicious, finding the cause to be drowning.
She was a swimmer. She's an ocean swimmer. She was strong.
Were you just dumbfounded at the suggestion that she drowned to death?
My gut was telling me one thing, and it was not to give up. I couldn't just go with she drowned.
For weeks, the family searched for answers.
Not one person has walked up to me and said, she drowned. Nobody. Not one.
No one believed it.
No one. Not one.
4 weeks on, while still deeming the death non-suspicious, police released an image of a man they wanted to speak with. 4 days later, Adrian Torrens, a known violent offender, was arrested and charged with Audrey's murder.
Police will be alleging that there was a physical altercation between the man and the woman.
Numb. I can't feel. I can't even really cry.
On the beach where Audrey used to train, a sea of white, hundreds of friends and people who never knew Audrey, some too young to even know the dangers of this world, mourned together, including Lacey, who found Audrey.
I feel guilt, but, people tell me, it's not your fault, but it's kind of impossible to feel that way.
Remembering her friend for who she was, not how she died.
She was the most bubbliest, beautiful, strongest, person to walk this planet, and I'll say that for the rest of my life because she was.
all her friends adorned with frangipanis, Audrey's favourite flower.
We've all done our digging and found every single frangipani, raided every tree we found. Then I got a tattoo.
But as this group came together to show their strength, Audrey's killer took his own life. And now we can reveal Adrian Torrens's horrid history of domestic violence. In 2020, he was imprisoned for 20 months, but received parole after 4. In May last year, another apprehended domestic violence order imposed. In January this year, he escaped jail time, hit with a community corrections order. And this month, charged with Audrey's murder, along with 11 domestic violence charges.
And people say you're strong. It's not strong. There is nothing. There's no feelings, there's no emotions, there's nothing.
I think the statistic is a woman is killed every 11 days in Australia.
Correct.
I mean, today her name is Audrey Griffin, but whose name is it going to be in another 11 days?
And what are we doing? What are they doing? That's why we're here today, to make a difference.
What do you want to say to our leaders about the domestic violence issue in Australia and the violence against women issue in Australia?
Get on board. Do something, make a change. She wasn't a number. She's just not somebody she's just not another person that just gets brushed under the carpet, you know?
At the Terrigal Surf Club, where Audrey was a member, the anchor just out from the beach where all the locals swim to has been renamed Audrey.
We all swim out there and go to the anchor and dive down, and so I'm hoping that I get to that again.
You will, in time.
Maybe.
But for now, it's still a fight for justice for Audrey and all women.
She was on top of the world. She finally found herself and she was flying. And she's definitely flying now, isn't she? She's an angel.
She wasn't a number. Do something. I think Kathleen just said it best. Well, today the Prime Minister pledged a DV recovery centre for the Central Coast, and the Coalition matched it.